Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. I'm Hannes from Untitled Solutions, and I'm going to speak about e-commerce, social commerce, and social media every week. Alright, so today we're going to actually cover something that a lot of new brands ask, which is how do you bootstrap an e-commerce site? Right? You don't want to spend too much, you don't want to set too big an expectations, you don't want to get caught off guard when things don't go your way in terms of supply chains not happening or getting stuck somewhere. So there are a few points that you need to focus on. One would be to start with your brand positioning. We have talked extensively about this before. Identify where you want to be in the market, whether you're going to be a high ticket product seller or a low ticket product seller, whether you're going to be very niche or you're going to be very mass. Okay, so this will actually dictate your whole journey, where your customers will really see you as a brand. If you're hearing some buzzing, that's the renovations happening next door. Just ignore it and just focus on me. So okay, so why is it important is because when you know where you are, so for example, you want to position yourself as a Chanel, right? Your customers will not expect you to have sales discounts, but they will expect you to have a higher price point, good quality products, and something which is sometimes limited in edition, exclusivity, and all that. So you can see where I'm going at, right? So Chanel, or you want to go for a brand like Body Shop. So Body Shop is more mass, it's more affordable. It's still a lot of good products, good quality products, but it's just a different market reach, right? In terms of age, now it doesn't really matter. There are all kinds of ages buying premium goods and not so premium goods. So that is a demographic, but you need to be clear on who you want to target in terms of spending power, in terms of the causes that they support, in terms of the values that they share with you. Okay, so that's brand positioning. Second one would be how much it is to acquire a customer, right? So it's click to so that yes, yeah. So customer acquisition value. So for example, if you are going to advertise and you're going to spend $10 or 10 ringgit per customer, but your product is selling at 5 ringgit, the cost of the product is 3 ringgit, you're actually still losing 5 ringgit. So you need to make sure that you know how to budget this and how to ensure that the cost to acquire customers doesn't cost more than how much you make, because then it won't be a sustainable business. You might think that, yeah, as a beginning part, you just want customers to walk into your store, your online store. If you have an offline store, that works also the same way. You just want to throw prices so that they come and notice you. But once you do this, customers will expect you to always throw your prices at some point in time, right? So if you are in a position where you don't want to be seen that way, make sure that you know how much you can afford to spend to acquire your customers. Okay, so this would be related to spending, media buying, and also working with influencers. And this will lead me to my next point, which is community building. So a lot of startups, a lot of new brands that are coming up, they don't know whether they should be in front of the camera or they should just throw their products in front of the customers. So if you notice, there's so many shops now online, and you're competing with so many brands. How do you differentiate yourself? So usually your personality, the founder's personality, will need to shine across the product. So people look at you, they trust the product, right? I think you don't have to always be seen. It's just that once in a while you should have an opportunity for them to see who they're buying from. That's a great thing. So you build your community around you as well as around the brand. Okay, and then the next thing would be to negotiate with your suppliers. When you're starting out, it's of course difficult to work out a good deal, because the suppliers don't know whether you're going to stay around long, or is this going to be like, oh, she's just coming in for a while, checking out the market, and then she's just going to leave. If I'm going to give her a really good rate, I'm going to lose out in the long run, right? So you need to make sure your plans are solid. Sometimes you might think that oh, how much should I spend on this? How much can I afford to spend on this, for example? But I think you need to shift your mindset, and you need to see, how can I reach my potential? What do I need to do? What steps do I need to take to reach my sales goals, for example? So you work backwards to say, okay, I want to make 100,000 this year. It's April, it's still possible. And how am I going to do that? So you're going to go back to your drawing board. You're going to identify products that will make you comfortable, healthy margin, and then you're going to have like maybe a quarterly goal, so that it breaks down into how much you need to buy from your supplier. Share the plan with them so that they know that you are working long term, and if they work with you now, it's a win-win situation for them. So these are the 4 things I wanted to share today. So just a recap: brand positioning, cost of customer acquisition, and community building, and then there is the negotiation with your supply chain, right? Again, mindset is really important. It's not about, can I afford this, but I want to be able to afford this. I hope this has helped you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.